Hey everyone, I'm SanddyChan again, and welcome back to the episode of Titancraft Season 10, episode number 134. We are in Farmtown's plot.
What?
We're in the plot for Farmtown. At some point we'll work on Farmtown for real, but for today, we are working on the spawn road, because I'm decided to start from this end. I'm like, I'm going to make my life a little bit... I wanted to work in a flat area on the road today, and so I decided, hey, we're going to go all the way up to Spawn Town and resume work on the road.
Farmtown?
Huh?
You mean Farmtown?
I said Farmtown.
You said Spawntown.
Did I?
I think so.
I don't even know what I said. I'm tired, dude. But anyways.
I think we all...
Yeah, alright. It's gonna murder some road. Hopefully I can get some decent progress. Now, fun fact, it's actually really late in the night when I'm getting ready to record, when I'm recording this, and I'm getting ready for bed right after this. It's like 2 in the morning, and I should be in sleep, but my sleep schedule is just screwed up 100% now, but that's fine. But most importantly though, is that it's been dead on the Titancraft server all day. I mean, I thought about logging on earlier before I did Terraria stuff, and I'm like, yeah, but I mean, I think this is one of the deadest days I've ever seen the server in Season 10 up to this point, which is kind of sad, but I mean, we're continuing our progress. I'm going to encourage people to play in a few weeks. I'm a little disappointed right now that the server's dying before 1.4, but I'm going to encourage a lot of playtime. I'm going to give everybody, like, I'm going to relax with 1.4 for a little bit. I'll be like, okay, everybody, I understand I want to play 1.4 way more than I want to play this game, so I'm going to relax with everybody, because 1.4 is so big, but... Then, once we get to the end of May, because once everybody gets through their finals and crap, then we're going to be back to getting people on and trying to do stuff. I mean, I have all sorts of things planned to try to give people a reason to play. Also, I smell skunk. I've been talking to Clash about this for the last little bit, but the smell of skunk is very pervasive, and I don't approve of it. It's not that bad. Like... The smell isn't that bad, to be very honest with you, but it's more of a question of why do I smell a skunk? Where is the skunk that I smell? Because if I smell it in the house, this sucker must be close. And when I stepped in my room to look at the front door, because the front door is right outside my house, right outside my house, right outside my room. I look up in the living room. My dog is just looking at me like, why the hell do I smell skunk? The dog looks as baffled as me, because I can tell the way she was looking at me. She smells it too. Oh, I wonder if the skunk just decided to spray it for the fun of it or what. Because they don't do that. Skunks spray for a good reason. That's one thing about skunks. They don't just like think, hey, I'm gonna spray. I'm gonna release my butt juice. No, that's not what skunks do, because they can only spray every so often, and so they don't want to waste it.
Unless they really do.
So the real question though is, does that mean there's a piggy that got sprayed?
Piggy?
God, if any of the pigs smell like skunk in the morning, I'm gonna cry.
Stink pig. I'm slowly inching closer to my desk.
It's been so long since I've worked on the road. I'm just kind of trying to build it off of memory. I hope I'm doing the pattern right. Now part of this road has a unique pattern, Clash.
Wait a minute.
Huh.
I just realized something.
What?
What if your pattern doesn't line up?
They will.
You sure?
Yeah, because I've made the outline of the road all the way here.
Okay, good. I was about to say, if you do that, if you screw up on the pattern, the way back there, you're gonna have to fix it.
Yeah, if I would have done that, what I would have done is I would have made a bridge that discontinues the pattern. Now, one thing I'm going to do before I go any farther is just fly back and make sure I'm doing the pattern exactly right. It's been a while. How far along did I get with the pattern? Not very, I don't think. Yeah. Did I even make it through this tunnel? I did not, no. Oh my god.
We need 1.16 out.
I quit way back here.
And we need paper out. Late mid-July.
Ow.
It'd be perfect, because if everyone want to go back into Minecraft after a couple months of Terraria, K's Minecraft update.
Yeah, except Minecraft update's a lot less exciting than 1.4.
It is a lot less exciting, but hey, Mojang would actually have kept on their schedule.
Yeah, I mean, we'll
They
see
barely
what
did that
I mean.
last
The big difference between Minecraft updates and at least in my opinion, Terraria updates is Terraria updates. For major updates, you almost always need to start a completely fresh playthrough. It's just, if you want to experience what the update has, you need to start from scratch. Minecraft, you can just keep updating the world forever because the updates really aren't that significant and game breaking or game changing. And so, I mean, realistically here, I'm not overly like 1.16 is gonna change everything type of mood. I'm like,
I'm not like that, but I'm happy the Nether will actually have some other use to it.
Yeah,
It won't be just slap in another hub. That's it.
Oh, it's funny. I laughed so hard when Notch found out the other night. Like, Notch was talking on Twitter, like, without knowing that they added the anchor thing to set your spawn. Like, he thought one of the greatest things he ever did was making beds explode in the Nether to get around, letting players set their spawn point in the Nether. And then Mojang is like... Which I actually agree with Notch. I don't think setting your spawn point in the Nether is really a good mechanic. For adventure maps and having the ability to override with commands, I see it. But for a general survival playthrough, you should not be able to.
Don't worry, you need netherite to make it.
Of course you do.
Because netherite this, netherite that. Don't worry, there isn't actually that many netherite crafting recipes.
Oh, I know. But yeah, the more I hear about the update, I'm like, it's gonna be mediocre at best. I'm just waiting for my biome update. Like, everybody's like, cave update, cave update, cave update. No, I just want biomes. I want a 1.7 kind of update. Or even, I guess, 1.8 where they didn't add... 1.8 added a lot of mini biomes, I guess, which is... 1.8 is my favorite update, if you don't know, so I mean...
I want to rework at the PvP, too.
But they better not go
have that at 1.17 is a majority of it towards PvP rework.
If they rework it and make it worse than it is now, or
not
worse
rework, but like fixing it like they are with the combat test.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, the current combat test, the first one had potential. They just needed to balance some things, and then they took it off the deep end. Huh?
And then they nerfed weapons.
Yeah, I mean, and then they added that one other crazy mode. I forget what they did with the attack. I forget what it was called, but...
A what?
Excuse me. I forget what they did, like... That one mechanic that they added that let you do, like, insane damage, too, somehow. I don't like what they're doing with the combat tests, and at this point... If I were to say, like, do I want them? No, I'd much rather stick with the 1.9 combat system, even though I despise it. I think it could be so much better than...
Shield. Die.
Oh, God. I still, to this day, I'm sad that they aren't blocking.
Oh, you have an axe? Oh, that's okay, because it's not gonna do...
I want the blocking mechanic back so bad.
Okay, something really bad. My internet's lagging, or you're lagging?
I don't know. I mean... I'm not having a problem building.
Are teleporting.
Yeah, your audio. Yeah, your audio sounds like it's just getting fried.
No. I have 500 ping, yeah.
Hopefully it'll go over quickly, maybe. I mean, how quickly?
I may have to relaunch Minecraft. I'll try and do that.
I mean, if it's your internet, relaunching Minecraft's not gonna help.
No, I'm just closing the game in general. Until it fixes itself.
Alright.
Oh, it fixed itself.
Oh yeah, your audio's cleaning up.
Yeah, let's see, hold on, let me try to relaunch my...
You know, one thing I really hope it doesn't happen, every time the house gets stunk up by a skunk badly, that smell gets into everything, and you just faintly smell skunk for like several months. One time, the smell of skunk sat in my towel for like a year. I mean, it's just faint enough that it's not like it's gonna choke you, like in disgust. But it's kind of annoying, like you want to just relax skunk smell.
When Discord considers 13 ping bad. What do you want?
Drugs.
That says 13 ping is terrible.
Fiber internet.
Maybe.
That fiber optic though.
I don't see another reason why you think 13 ping is awful.
Yeah, if you have fiber and you have like a download speed of 500 megs, yeah. But those people just can flex, and those people that want to flex that can just go like die. Not really. I don't want to. I'm not wishing death on anybody. Don't call the police on me, please.
Launching Minecraft.
Sweet. I'm gonna make a bridge. What this does show here, though, with this little trial I'm doing here is, it really does not. Once you have the outline done and the basic terraforming, building the road like this goes insanely quickly. It does not take long at all to build, and so I mean, 1 or 2 sittings, and we can get this, and we could get a lot of this road done. So I'm gonna. So I definitely am gonna go around though and promote in a few weeks. Once we get to June 1st, my plan is I'm gonna completely, with the Titans. I mean, some of it I'll discuss on YouTube just because as I'm describing these Titans, to try to get people to do some stuff. I like YouTube as considering it's gonna be a part of the series to know about it. But I'm gonna try really hard to get some Titans online and working on new projects and doing different things with the different districts or helping out with like the roads where they need to be modified and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff left to do. There's a squid dying. I'm trying to get the community together again. And obviously, I try not to talk about too much of it publicly. I probably will do a more of a retrospective video about it this summer for the 5th anniversary of TC. But I kind of want to go through. I know my brains are opening up the wrong part of it. I was gonna say though, the group's kind of getting restructured at the moment especially with the Titan lineup. Obviously, inactivity's been a problem, and the group's actually gonna shrink quite a bit in the next few weeks here. And I'm hoping to restructure, come out of this. The group's probably gonna regrow in size during the summer months. I'm hoping. Are we gonna bring it back up to where it was in the season 9 per se? No, but I think we've all agreed we don't want to stay a really small group, right?
Yes.
There's a lot of advantages and a lot of disadvantages between small and large groups, and you need somewhere in the mix. I mean, I kind of learned this line I've been treading between large and medium for the last year is actually the worst possible place to be. You need to have a really large group or like a medium to small group. You can't sit in the middle. And I figured out the main reason is because you end up just having a lot of inactive people and not enough active people that can help keep the group running on its own. And what ends up happening then is basically I had to babysit everyone. Yeah. Babysitting everyone is not fun. I don't want to babysit my group. I want to be able to like live my own life, but you know, that's part of my job.
The babysitter, that's weird. We were ready to put it.
Yeah. Of course, sometimes the way I talk about this, people think I hate running it. Like, I don't hate running it. I mean, it gets old at times a little bit. There are days where I'm like, I could take a break from it. I mean, I've seriously thought about taking like a month-long break from Minecraft and just letting myself get stuff done IRL and play 1.4. But we're not going to do a total break. Although I am going to let my playtime fall for the first time in in nearly 5 months. I mean, late season 9, my playtime really spiked up at the end to finish that series, and so I've been playing Minecraft really frequently for 5 months, and this is the first time I've done this since season 5. And I could a little bit of a down spiral here. I don't want to like put myself in a downward spiral, but a little bit of time just to slow things down would greatly help me. And so I think that's what we're gonna do. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna like just disappear and be like, oh yeah, Titancraft will be back in 2 months. No, we'll be. I mean, plus if we fall off the daily streak right now, God knows how long until I upload again. Every time I fall off a big daily streak, I go ages without uploading. It's a huge problem I have. Because daily streaks wear me out, so once the streak is gone, I just have no motivation to get an episode pushed out. And that's why I'm partly trying to keep this daily streak alive as long as I can. I want to keep the episode number going up, I want to keep things moving along. Oh, I'm so excited. I mean, there's just so much that's going to happen yet during Season 10, and even thinking about alongside Season 10 with Terraria. It is worth noting, though, as we'll kind of just do a bit of a chatty, more podcast episode to wrap up the end here. Let me just fly from the air and get a screenshot for the thumbnail, but, I guess as we wrap up, one thing that's worth discussing is that the Titancraft episode length is I mean, the Titancraft episode quality is going to kind of be altered a little bit in the next 2 weeks. It's going to go way down, and I'm hoping to start bringing it back up in June. I need to get through a few really busy weeks with school, fieldwork, and Terraria 1.4, and then Titancraft's going to be able to revive. In fact, I'm going to go so far as to say I'm probably going to try to start recording ahead a little bit, so that way I have less risk next week of losing the day this week, because there will, for a time being, probably, I would say about a 2-month time span, we're going to be, I'm going to take a shot at roughly 14 videos a week. Now, it sounds a lot more difficult than it's going to actually be in reality, because the thing about Terraria is I can easily, like, I sit down for one good sitting of Terraria, and I can get 4 episodes out in one good recording session. And with how I'm kind of thinking about doing my uploading schedules, it should work out fantastic. It's fine. It's getting myself motivated to play Minecraft and play Titancraft, so it's going to be by far the hardest thing with it. I mean, I'm not worried about daily Terraria, but obviously daily Terraria isn't optimal. But with all my all my ideas for series, I need to get the first 2 series done as quickly as possible before I get to more long-term series. And that's also, I want to get some short-term stuff done before we switch back to doing live streams. I don't know. I'm very mixed. We'll see how the viewership does on the Let's Play content, because considering how live streams do very well, I will look into streaming some. I guess I don't want to say too much, but some of the playthroughs a little ways in after I get through the initial ones. I might do some of them live. We'll see, and we'll try single player live. I mean, I did that with the throwing playthrough, but that was meh at best. I guess you could say meh at best. Yeah. I don't know. I have very that was the mixed thing is I don't know. Part of me likes, if I'm doing it, that if I stay completely solo, if I'm going to be doing a solo playthrough, but at the same time, it's a lot more fun to have somebody else in the call to talk to while I do it. So I don't know. It's kind of a style choice, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, that's kind of about to do it for today. We'll sleep the night away here so we get back to spawn, and then we'll come back again tomorrow for more content to keep things moving along. I'm not really sure again what all we will do. Probably more road work just to keep things pushing ahead and keep things from getting too. I don't want things to get stagnant though. So we're probably gonna try to switch it up a little bit here. Obviously, I've warned for a few weeks the arrival of 1.4 could make things get a little bit more repetitive than I want. I might have to work on a few projects for longer than they should, just drag them out. I mean, maybe we'll work on some stuff here in the shopping district too. I'll start doing some live designing for some of that. I don't know, but anyways, that's gonna wrap it up. Clash, do you have anything to say?
Spooter.
Spooter. Yeah, if you didn't, Spooter's the new joke after the live stream earlier. Anyways, I don't have such a great day. This has been Titanic, and we will see you guys
next episode
of Titancraft
Season 10.
Thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye-bye.